What is going on, everybody? This is Copy801 for episode number 23 of Copy801 Talks. It's, if you haven't heard of it, it's a little talk show that I do where I just kind of shoot the shit with some of the members of the community and anyone else who agrees to come on my little show. And today, we got these guys. We got the Pressable Defects. Well, we got two of them right now. But in typical fashion, I got a little video. I always try and do a video for people whenever they come on my channel. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But today worked out really well. Let's take a look.
Me? You down with CGC?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with CGC?
Every last defectee. Like 3 fucking more. That shit's so good, bro.
I mean, you had to pick that one.
That's the one you went with?
I mean, I was really thinking about mixing it up, and every time, instead of saying CGC, I'd have you guy as Nikolai say Cold Keys.
There you go.
But I couldn't find
shot.
I couldn't find a good one, so I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll leave it at the classic for a second.
Yeah. When Guy came up with the idea and then Jay thought it was a good idea, in the back of my mind, I was like, this isn't a good idea.
I'm gonna put it as not one of our best, but you know what? We for some reason we keep putting them out there and people keep loving it. So
Yeah.
you know what? Give the people what they want. That's what they say, right, Copy?
Yeah, I'll make a fool of myself on the internet for these guys,
That's absolutely fine. That's fine. Lucky I didn't find that clip with Jay and the dog.
Oh boy.
Oh God. Yeah, that's there's quite a few clips out there of us doing something crazy. So
and there's quite a few clips of us that you probably won't be able to find anymore.
no,
either,
you won't find those. Yeah. The uncut footage is worth, I don't even know.
Oh yeah,
worth a pretty penny.
That shit's worth it. That shit's worth its weight in gold.
There you go.
Absolutely. But in case any of you have been living under a rock here in the chat, I know we only got a couple people, but it usually picks up here and there. But this is 2/3 of the Pressable Defects. We got Matty Forge, we got Mr. Guy over here, right down there.
2/3.
2/3.
2/3, but
2/3, and then Guy. It's like a 16th and
Nice.
1/16.
I love you, brother.
Nikolai's the other third.
Don't worry, I was giving Jay like a 32nd, and then Nikolai the remainder. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you.
Oh,
I have too many alter egos. I can't.
That's what
take
it is.
that.
He's
I can't
like
take a third. Yeah, you got to split it up. Nigel, Nikolai.
I feel like Nikolai's a little bit more famous than Nigel, though.
Nigel,
I don't know.
Nigel, listen. Nigel only made an appearance on someone else's show. It was on Roger's birthday show. So I mean, he made a full appearance on that show. Never a full appearance on the Defects yet. So you know what? Still a chance.
Yeah, he's like a 1 in 1,000. Nikolai. So you want to say, you don't see him that often, but he's valuable. So
All
far,
right.
we haven't even have we made 1,000 appearances? Probably not. So I'm gonna say we have yet to see, the 1 in 1,000 mark, and that's where Nigel comes in, around that 1,000 mark. So you never know when you're gonna see. You never know when you're gonna see Nigel, but
You might not have made 1,000 appearances. You're damn close to it. You're also damn close to 6,000 subscribers right now. You're at.
We are.
You're at
200 away.
Yeah, you're just about there. 200 away from another milestone for you guys.
Yeah,
these are fun. These are fun things.
it's been a wild ride. Started off as kind of just just having some fun and more of a joke, hanging out than anything, and now it's we take it pretty serious. We like talking to the community. We like putting good information out there. We don't want to just talk to talk. We want to try to help people. The stuff that we went through, this, some of the questions and mistakes that we've had and we've made. And now I feel like we couldn't get out if we tried. I don't think you guys would let us. So it's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to staying at 6,000 or going to wherever. We're gonna have fun with it either way. So it's been a blast.
Oh, you guys are absolute. And I'm going to say this. I said this again last week when I had the Warriors on. You guys are other pillars of the community. Like, I don't know anyone that's even outside like this little friend group that we've got here that doesn't know who the Pressable Defects are.
Wow, that's Guy. I mean, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I don't want to say pillars. I mean, I take that with a grain of salt. But you know what? I mean,
we appreciate it.
We appreciate it beyond belief.
We just want to be part of it, right?
We just want to have fun with everybody, man. Yeah. We want to do our thing. We want to bring what we bring to the table. We bring a lot of different stuff, and I think that's what makes it work so well. You got 3 different personalities. You got 3 different collecting habits. You got 3 different like takes on everything. Like you can't sit there and like have us on the same page all the time. It's not even possible. Even sometimes when 2 of us agree on something, there's always one that is sitting there going, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" like rarely do we all go, "You know what? Yeah, that works." No. You're always going to have different things, and that's the fun of it. But I think it works so well because of that, and we all understand that going into it. So it's not like we have our our fists up. No, we want to come together at the same time and bring quality, and bring fun. We have so much fun doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So we hope that comes across when we bring stuff out. So I mean, now we obviously are busy doing a lot of stuff now. We have new comic book day that comes out on Monday. We have a live show every other Wednesday. We have different content dropping every Thursday. So we have videos, sometimes three videos a week that we're dropping content. It's not an easy task, and sometimes it's a little straining, and sometimes we're at our wits' end and we just want to go to sleep for like 3 days straight. That'll never happen, but sometimes we need it. But at the same point, we know we don't want to leave you guys stranded, so we want to keep doing what we're doing, and like I said, having fun with it. So
yeah.
Well, listen, we appreciate that, absolutely. And you know what? Some of the people that make all this happen is the people that are in the chat every week. I'm going to address everybody who's here right now or made a comment, and then we'll get you guys talking about that quick. We got Mr. Something Wong. What is going on, dear sir? We got Phil. We got Guy doing double duty, both in the chat and on live. We got Mr. Lord Chucks, what is going on from the BLCC over in Reno. And then we got Matt also doing double duty. We have Nicholas Goltra, who is a good guy. Good guy. Just recently found my channel. Oh, yeah. Great dude.
He's been on our streams a bunch.
We've got Actual Dracula, another cool guy. Really funny dude. And then
we were over there a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yes. We got Nigel right over here popping in.
The real Nigel.
The real Nigel. We have Mr. Jose Spidey's Powdered Tumblers.
Jose, can you see?
Jose,
man
can
with the
you
best
see?
luck in the game.
Yeah.
Yes. This guy wins everything. Fuck this guy. We got Azorus Tiger
El Tigre.
right over here. Class is in session, and apparently he must have gotten the call because we got BL, we got Big Lion Cat in the building. What is going on, dear sir?
All the cats are here.
Absolutely. My cat, his cat, anybody else's cat. But yeah, no, like you guys said, you guys do an awesome job. Everybody, you put out a lot of content. Some of it might not be live, some of it's, pre-recorded, but you guys bring a certain realness and a real energy to all the videos that you do. You're all guys like from New York, from the New York area. You have that attitude. You don't give a shit. You'll tell something exactly how it is. If you don't like it, you're going to be like, you know what? I don't like this. It's not my thing. You're not going to sugarcoat and say, well, I don't know. You're like, no, fuck that. No, I don't like this. If you love something, you freaking love it. And all of your reactions, like that CGC video, everything was genuine. Like, literally, watching that video, I felt like I was watching a bunch of guys just walking into a freaking candy store when they're 8 years old. Just like...
But shouldn't it be like that?
Yeah, I mean,
shouldn't it be like that? That's like the whole point.
Well, when we did the video, and then we shot the video, I edited, I watched it back, and it wasn't until I started reading the comments, like one after another, that kept saying, "This is so genuine." Like, this is crazy watching your guys' reaction. Like, we didn't even look at it like that. It was like, all right, people are going to love this because it's CGC and we're showing off the books. And hey, we're just getting to just film it. You know what I mean? Like, we'd be doing this most likely anyway, right? So we're just filming it. So all of a sudden we see like how the comments just kept coming in. Like every third comment was just like, it's crazy to see how excited you guys were. Like the genuine reaction. It was like, wow, I never even thought of that. Like while we were doing it, while editing it, while watching that myself, it just, so there's something to be said about that, right? I mean, it's, I think I always say it, whenever we go and we talk about when we go on somebody else's channel, like people know when you're bullshitting, people know when you're not, we do, right? We as individuals, we as a group, we know like that person's being genuine, they're not being genuine. So that's what I always say. It's just like, if you try to put out what you think people want as opposed to what you want to do, they're going to see right through you. It may not happen instantaneously, but it's going to happen eventually. Mm-hmm. So we just said, screw it. We'll just do, we'll just be us. We'll just be the people that, how we started the channel. Obviously it's a little different now, right? I mean, we've grown a little bit, so there's more eyes on us. So we try to be a little bit more careful than when we first started. Obviously, I think people that have been with us from the beginning know that, if you took a show that aired, a year ago versus a show that aired a week ago, we're a little bit more tame, right, Guy? I would say,
we can't give as more as we want.
Right. What's the,
more, right?
More. Yeah. I mean, it's,
yeah,
we're like Peter Parker though, right? In Spider-Man, that's what somebody told us once. With great power, right?
That's great responsibility.
So we try to, because we don't want to get booted off, because then people are going to be mad at us for getting booted off. So it's like that fine line,
At the same time, we're not going to bring bullshit either. So I think that's what everybody respects from us. When we see bullshit, we call it out too. I'm not going to lie. I mean, that's it's kind of just in our character, and we don't sugarcoat it. Like if you said it perfectly, if we don't like something, I mean, how many times have I said I don't like something? People can watch our videos; they know some stuff that I don't like, and it's okay. It's okay to have an opinion. We forget that sometimes. You don't have to make everyone happy, and we're not. We're here to have fun. Like I said, we're here to have fun. We're here to bring content. We're here to hang with the defects. I mean, from day one, we called everybody defects, right? I mean, we're the defects. You're the defects,
level, right?
We're all on the same level, man. We're not sitting here saying, "Oh my God, this is us." No, we're right here with everybody, man. We're all the same people. We're one. We're part of this community. So you know what? If I don't like something, I'm just gonna say it. I hope
Yeah.
everybody is as honest as us. That's all.
We know not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody likes us. And that's okay, because I feel like you always got to watch out for the guy or the group that everybody likes. There's something wrong there. You know what I mean? So, you got to have the yin and the yang, the pros and the cons. People are going to like us. They're going to love us. They're going to hate us. They're going to dislike us, whatever. We're just going to keep doing the same thing. Obviously, like I said, there's that line that we have to straddle, and we try to do it. Sometimes we do it. Sometimes we don't. We try our best. And like I said, we just try to put out information. We try to take in information. We try to learn, and then try to pass it along or ask questions.
I don't. I think this last year, I don't think I've ever learned so much. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, just about something new, right?
Just about something. All this was new to us. All this was new to us. Maddie sat up here, right where I'm sitting right now. Me and Matt sat here and did his first video of opening a CGC submission. Yeah. Like, Matt, how many? 40, 50 books, something like that?
Yeah, I think that one was like a 40 booker. Something like that. And then I had some big unboxing from Comic Link. And that was like our first video. It was me.
Yeah.
At first I just started a channel, and then I said, Guy, do you want to, sit down for my first video with me, and I'm going to unbox this CGC, submission. And it was just, like I said, we were sitting right there and we just had fun with it. That's kind of how it was born, and then, I caught up with Jay and some of the chats, and we started chatting a little bit more and more. I convinced him to start a YouTube. I said, come on mine. And he said, he's going to start one. I always went on with him, and he always went on with me and Guy. And then all of a sudden it was like, what are we doing? Like, join forces on this bitch,
Always.
History.
And that's what happens when you form Voltron.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you form Voltron and you get Bender instead.
And it's a lot of fun. I didn't expect it to be this, and I'm not, listen, at the end of the day, like, we're still a small, what's up, buddy? We're still a small section of the community, like we're not on the big boy stage yet, but I never thought we'd be at 5,000 subs, let alone almost 6,000, and what's next. The first person that said that we would be good was?
TiVo.
Do you remember this guy?
No.
And this is a little known fact. And the video's still out there. I post it in the chat every once in a while. So I must have had, I don't know, when it was just Matt Forge Comics, I don't know, it was probably around 150 subs, something like that. And
can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Was it Mike the Beast?
No, it wasn't Mike the Beast.
Ooh. He's another great guy.
I got a DM from Rod, Just a Rican. Okay? Comics, all right? Some of you guys may know him, some of you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Good member of the community. Always tries, his channel is just about helping other channels. He's a great dude. He said, I do a community spotlight on Sundays where I shout out like 5 or 6, new channels to kind of help them, try to get them some subs. And so he's like, I've watched some of your stuff. Like, he just wanted to clarify some points. You and Guy are cousins, right? He's like, so is it both of you? I was like, well, it really was mine, but then Guy's he's there now all the time. So yeah, it's us, it's both of us. And, where are you from? And he said a few things, right? And I had watched the show a few times, and I seen him do it. So I was watching, what's up, bud? I was watching his show, and he got to the point where he started doing the shout outs, and he was doing the shout outs, and he did them all the same. And we were, I think, either the last one or the second last one, and he did our shout out just like anybody else, and then he kind of paused.
I remember this.
You remember now?
Yeah, now I remember.
And he kind of paused for a second, and like, I thought he was going to the next one, and he goes, I got to tell you something. He goes, those guys, they got something over there. You watch. They're going to be a big channel. I don't know why I have that feeling, but they're going to be around for a while. So that was the first guy that kind of
Well,
knew
shout out
who,
to
you know,
shout
he
out
ki-
to him, man.
Yeah, and shout out to Rod the Rican. Go check out his, Just the Rican Comics. He's a good channel. He helped us grow. He was the first one to like really reach out and be like, hey, can I shout you guys out? And then, like I said, he wasn't saying that about the other channels. I'm sure he said it before, but he kind of stopped and kind of did that second take, and it was just like I remembered it, a good 6 months ago, and I brought it up to the guys. And I put the, I found the timestamp for that video and I threw it in the chat and I'm like, how funny is that? And
That's awesome.
it was pretty funny. And then we talked about it again a couple weeks back. So yeah, you remember little things like that. Pretty cool.
That's
we never
awesome.
told anybody that.
Nice.
It's an
That's
exclusive.
That's a Copy 801 exclusive. See?
Yep.
You know what? I got a little graphic for that. I got a little graphic for something like that. Hold on 1 second.
Got
You know
the
what you should
exclusive.
do? You should just press copy on the copy machine.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
That's awesome. That is great.
I got a million of them. But you know what? I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And he freaking called it. He called it because, I mean, yeah, like you said, it's like, oh, I'm part of this little community and all that. But like, dude, everybody knows you guys. When you go on a video and you go live, I'm going to be honest. I'm happy if if I have 15 concurrent viewers, I'm like, yo, this is a successful stream. You guys go live, you have over 150, 200 at some times. When you have your auctions, I'm telling you, you got like 300 people watching there. And they're not just watching it because, it's like, hey, this is an auction and all this is a decent sized channel. No, they're watching it. I guarantee you half of them are just there just to see what's going to happen. Just watch you shoot the shit with whoever you have with you and the chat, because those are beautiful.
I'll give it. Listen, I'll give due its due. Like, I don't know how to say it, but like our fucking chat is bonkers. I love our chat. Right? I love our chat. I love the people in our chat. Like, they're the ones I know people come to see what we're going to say next and what's going to happen and what Jay's going to do. And it's I mean, that's half the people, but it's, what? Coco is a ridiculous moderator, guys. So we know that beyond belief. Thanks, something Wong. We agree with that. But our chat is ridiculous. We wouldn't be here without them. So, I mean, they're so lively. They're involved in everything. That's what makes us. I mean, that's what makes us move. That's how the gears move, guys. Without them, I don't know. We'd be sitting there just, with each other.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, the chat, I think the chat comes to see us as much as they do to come to talk to each other as well. I mean,
absolutely.
Sometimes it's hard to, I think we got a pretty structured show, right? Would you say that? It's pretty structured. We try to have the segments and we don't go live that often where we're just kind of like, hey, what's up, guys? And I like doing that. Like, I'm not knocking that at all. Like, we even talked about, doing that at some point again. We've done it maybe a handful of times where we just shoot the shit. But we have, we spend, an hour, we probably each spend about an hour of our own individual time prior to the show just to set the show up, let alone if we're reading an article about something, or watching the trailer, not even including that. So it's fairly structured. And, so it's sometimes with that many people in there, it's hard to recognize every comment. But like, I do have one eye on the chat. Like, I'm always kind of trying to keep an eye and see if like what's going. And there's so much talking between people in the chat that's when I know like it's a good show. What up, Uncanny? Hey. Swag on, baby. I know it's a good show when people are having their own discussions. We're having a discussion. There's a third. It's like, wow, this is what we envisioned.
I would say 80% of the live show, I'm putting comments up that people are saying. That's my job.
Trying,
it's like I'm sitting there. These guys are working the studio, putting articles up, besides if I'm not doing cash it or trash it and stuff like that, or throwing up, Gattuso saying something. But it's like, I sit there and I'm trying to find the comments that like stick out and highlight people and stuff like that, because it's awesome to see what they're saying. Like it's so much fun.
Oh yeah. You guys have like absolutely some of the best chats, some of the most wild shit I've ever seen comes from your chat or your show. And either it's your show or you're in somebody else's show. And it's just absolutely bonkers. Like this comment right over here.
Oh, my man
Cowboys.
Nick. There you go,
I like
baby.
that guy.
Love that guy right there. I almost had a heart attack tonight. Shit.
Yeah, it's and we honestly, obviously, we wish Jay was here. I know he actually just texted me. He got caught up, so I don't think he's going to be able to make it.
That's okay.
Yeah, but when you have all three of us, it's like just such a like cohesive unit that was never planned to be. But obviously, we know, Jay's the wild card, right? Everybody wants to see Jay. Everybody wants to see what Jay does next. And when we're on our show, it's like, that's the majority of the time. Like we each have not a sign, but it's just like where we fall in, right? And it's nice when we go outside of our show or we do something that we don't usually do, because then the roles can kind of start to mesh a little bit, right? And all of a sudden, I'm not like kind of the orchestrator behind the scenes doing this. I could cut loose a little bit more, like I could kind of let my hair, like, what do they say? Let your hair down a little bit. And, Guy kind of shifts his role. He's not worried about the chat anymore so much, and he's doing his little own thing, and Jay's still Jay, and that's why we love him, So it's fun. Like, I like doing these things like this because now it kind of takes the pressure off me a little bit, takes the pressure off Guy a little bit, takes the pressure off Jay a little bit, because like I said, we do quite a bit of work before our shows and our videos, and we kind of just get to hang out, read the chat, say what's up, answer questions, and just have fucking fun, man.
Oh yeah, no, you guys do. Whenever I see your video, like every time you guys do like the new comic book day video or any of the other like videos where you're going through, it's like, oh, let's see what's coming out now. And it's like, oh, let's do Chris Nelm's list, and we're going to throw it up real quick.
You're telling me you like our intros?
I mean, that one was priceless.
Some people don't like them. Some people don't like them,
I don't know why.
They just want us to get to the information. We had somebody comment the other day, and we love the comments because it's like, even if you want to bash us, like, go for it. And we're fucking from New York. We're human. So once in a while, we'll just fucking fire back. We'll be like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. Go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here. Sometimes you just catch us on the wrong day. We're trying to be like a civilized channel, trying to be the company man. We got sponsors and this and that. And, once in a while, it's like the tiger gets out the cage a little bit. You know what I mean? And
you got to let it happen.
Yeah.
You got to let it happen.
But we still like them. Like, because sometimes when we do get bashed, I shouldn't say sometimes, we always take it and go around the table with it. Like, are we doing this wrong?
Yeah.
Like, is this guy just an asshole, or is he onto something? And we've changed a lot based on the chat, and but yeah, not everybody, somebody said the other day, shut up and just get to the books. Like, it was during one of our spec videos, and it was like, I think I typed back, we do what we want, we're the defects. But I get that, and we've tried to make the intros a little shorter and try to get to the point a little quicker, but at the end of the day, like, we still have to do what we have to do,
What's going on in the kitchen?
What's up, chef? But yeah, it's we try to please everybody, but it's definitely impossible. So we try to please as many of the defects as we can with making them happy with what style they want this weekend. People like when Guy sings, so Guy sings.
Yeah, it's always thing. But you know what's fun is Matt put a statement out there that many people maybe they don't know that we do. Like, we read all the comments, guys. We read all the comments. We love hearing what people have to say. And he's right. I mean, when something comes across the table that maybe we didn't know we were doing correctly, or not even correctly, that like it was coming across in a wrong way or something, we talk about it. And we're like, maybe we should change this. Maybe we got to do something different. You know, what do you guys think? And we have changed stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's crazy because not everybody can take, like, yeah, there's gonna be that jackass, that just puts in a comment just to be them, and try and get that a little bit of attention. But like the fact that you guys read all the comments, and if something comes across, you kind of have like a little roundtable discussion, and you see what's going on with that. And it's crazy because just on the new comic, just because I brought it up, the hot new comics this week for October 13th that came out 6 days ago. That one got 48 comments. 48.
Yeah,
that's a lot of freaking comments.
Just a new comic book day video. Yeah, and that and it's sometimes sometimes they get the comments go. We've had videos with 200 plus comments. It's just we're like, holy shit. But yeah, a lot of the changes that you've seen have originated in the comments. It's just I'm trying to think of some of the bigger ones. How we started doing spec. We never wanted to do spec videos, and
I have a good one. I have a good one. What about how we started talking about first appearances during New Comic Book Day?
In the line. Yeah.
That was so we started staggering them, and we started moving them around and doing different stuff because we used to just throw the first appearances right away, the first part of the video. If you notice now they're staggered throughout.
So it's just alphabetical.
Yeah, it keeps people interested, keeps people happy that they're there, and they're hanging out, looking at that quality stuff throughout the whole time. Because some people are just coming for that too. So it's everyone watches for different reasons. So we try and cater to everyone. Like honestly, all the defects. Keith Newman, man, talk about
this guy.
Talk about chef.
What's up, Keith?
This guy, great guy too.
Yeah, man. But yeah, a lot of changes like. Some of the intro music that we've used has changed because of that. The length of the intro, that was a big one. The spec stuff, like I said, we were never. There we go.
The hell was that?
we were never gonna do. We weren't gonna do spec videos. Like we were gonna talk about it during the live shows, and we just got so many comments for it because of our live show, and some of the stuff we were getting right. That eventually we were just like, all right, let's do this, and then. We kind of slowed down with it over the summer, and people were just like, "What are you doing? Get back to it."
Yeah, right.
So that's coming back. But yeah, I mean, people call for, an extra video. That's how we went from 2 videos a week from 1 to 2. People are calling for a live show every week now. I mean, obviously that's not done yet, but you never know.
Stay tuned.
Everybody likes those dirty covers, eh?
Well.
Yeah, the not yeah, there you go. That was a good one. That was a good one. People are asking about Eva. I can't divulge how that relationship started, but she's awesome. She's
great.
She's a defect. You know what I mean? She's out there, just a regular person, just really nice, really sweet.
Talk about a defect for life, man. She was on board, and she is on board. Like she's awesome people. She's good people.
Don't worry, she'll be back, guys. Trust me.
I was just about to ask that. I'm like, I bet everybody's wondering, when is she coming back? Good.
Don't worry.
Glad to see. A kid collector will be very happy.
Yeah, he will. I wonder if he still has a subscription.
Well, he definitely took advantage of the free subscription. I'll tell you that much.
That was oh man, we're gonna shout him out. I guess I can. It's not gonna be anything. I'm not using his real name. So. No. We were talking to Eva afterwards, and I was like, I hope we drove, because at the end, you got to remember, like there is a kind of I don't want to say it the wrong way, so please don't take it this way, but there's a slight business aspect to some of what we do, and not monetarily, because the only money we get for the channel is literally just to fund the channel, right? But as far as currency, as far as helping people and reach, I feel like we deal in that as much as we can. Mm-hmm. That's our biggest currency that we can gain and give, that we feel comfortable with. And basically it was like, hey, I hope this was as good for you. I know it's going to sound funny. I hope it was good for you because it was good for me. But asking Eva, and she said, yeah, we got a couple signups and stuff like that. She goes, I remember one particular, it was like kid collector, and we just started dying.
Oh my god.
So yeah, but that's
And then all of a sudden he left the two other guys. I mean, maybe
yeah,
that's
I don't know.
why.
He like
Maybe
he
he was
became
just
a
too
man
busy.
on his own.
Maybe he was just too busy.
Too busy.
He's too
You get all
busy
that
now.
content. You don't know what
He's
to do
all-
with yourself.
He's all grown up, and he's all grown up.
He said something about his forearm getting tired. I don't know. Joey was telling us the story, but I'm not really sure how it went down.
I mean, that sounds about right. We'll call it that. We'll call it that. But
So- We jumped the gun. Give us some hard questions here. Like grill us a little bit. Like get it. Try to get
Grill
some
you a
more
little
information. Yeah, we got the evil one out of the way. So like ask us something. We'll answer whatever you want.
all right. Well, listen, you guys know. So you guys talk about it. That you put out the content you want. You talk about what you want. Now, I'm a little bit of an outlier in this community because I think everybody and their mother, mostly, I'd say like 90%, is all over Marvel. A lot of people love Marvel. They love the MCU. They eat up everything. Something comes up, there's a trailer. Oh my god, there's an article about this. They eat that shit up. Me?
You
I'm
changed
gonna
from
be
Coffee to a
honest.
Cookie Monster. Look at
No, cookie.
that.
Cookie. Yeah, exactly. So I'm the opposite of that. I never grew up a Marvel fan.
Okay.
My father was more of a DC guy, and he taught me that love. And then I started going through that. So, since we're on my channel, Fandom just happened yesterday. And a lot of stuff got released. There were some good trailers, a couple of new developments. So I figured, you know what? Since you guys like giving your opinion, you don't give a shit. I don't give a shit either. So you know what? We're going to have you see what you thought of some of the stuff that came out. And we're going to start with the elephant in the room.
Hold on, I got one question before we see the Batman.
All right. Go.
What is DC Comics? I didn't know that's
It's a little publisher,
I just want to be prepared. I didn't know there would be homework or any quiz, so
Oh no homework,
Well,
no quiz.
since we're on his channel, Dealer's Choice. I don't know.
that's dealer's choice. Okay, got it.
Dealer's Choice. There you go. So Dealer's Choice Comics.
DC. No, I got love for DC. I have more love now after the Defects than I did before. So the Defects, like you, Copy, you let us know, hey man, give DC a chance. You were one of those comments in there that we read, and we said we got to give DC a fair shake. So we started reading more DC than we were before. Right before it was like Batman. That was it, and we tried to expand ourselves a little bit because of comments like yours. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Even though we don't like most of it, there is some of it that we do like.
It's not like Guy though. Not that guy. I'm not that guy. Roger during Future State. That was such a beautiful thing. Every single chat, he's ripping into it so hard. And I'm in the comment section like, wait, hold on. In order to appreciate it, and it got to be a running joke. Such a
funny.
running gag. Oh, that was.
I saw those. Those were good. All right, sorry, I hijacked your segment. Let's see. What do we got?
You're good. You're good. So, if you haven't watched it, that's fine. But from what you know, we're going to start with the big boy. The new Batman trailer came out with,
Pattinson, right?
Yeah, with Mr. Glitterman, Mr. Robert Pattinson.
That's not all the trailer had though.
As the Bat.
That is true.
That is true.
It had my boy Colin Farrell fucking killing it, bro.
And it had Zoe Kravitz. That's all I'm saying.
We'll get to that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But what'd you think?
Guy, you go
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
I beat you to it.
I know, it's all right. See how nice we are to each other.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much. I know my boss is not subscribed to your channel, Copy, so I can tell you that Saturday it was on my computer screen all day long. Okay, so it was on there. I was in and out of my office.
Just forward the link to him. So go ahead.
Nice, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I got you.
So It was on my computer. I was in and out of my office the whole day, but when I stepped back in my office, it was playing in there. So I was listening to it. I was catching it when I could catch it. I did not catch the trailer when it went live on there, but I did catch it on my phone like about 20 minutes later when I saw that people were posting about it. Obviously, dude, I'm excited. How can you not get excited for a Batman movie? Let's just leave it at that. I Colin Farrell, when he started talking and you heard his voice, I was just like, this is gonna be dope. I listen. I'm excited. The hallway scene with the guns was bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little what's up, bro? Yeah, the trailer obviously was crazy. It was crazy. I'm a little scared of Pattinson still. I have said I think he's going to kill the role. I think he's going to do a good job. I know it's weird saying I don't like his mouth
under the cowl.
Yeah, I mean I know that's all you see with Batman, so it's like, I mean, I don't know if I like his mouth. His eyes
are. I'm happy to hear you don't like his mouth. I gotta be honest. Yeah.
Thank you.
Because if you came out here saying I like Robin Pattinson's mouth, I would have been like, damn, you've either been to prison or we gotta talk.
So it's listen.
Well, on that note, I'm just gonna throw this one up. All right, everybody, we're gonna go and now.
Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited. If you didn't get excited when Colin Farrell was driving away and he was going, "I got you," and then all of a sudden he comes out of the fire and you're like, "Motherfucker!" Yeah, like his eyes were like, "Oh, maybe I don't got you." I'm really excited. So, Maddie, go ahead. You can tell your opinion now that I took up like 10 minutes of.
Yeah, you're good, dude. You let me get past my excitement too, because I was excited as well. I mean, I know guys. The one thing Guy is like kind of worried about is that they're talking about it being a little bit like Dark Knight, a little horror-esque. And Guy, for those of you that watch us, know that Guy is not the horror guy of the group. Okay, like he's the anti-horror. All right. But I like that. I like that. When I read that little article a while back, that was a big selling point for me. This trailer just gave me what I hope we would get. So far, everything is on the right track. And my expectations for DC movies is extremely low right now. So I'm hoping that this... I remember, I'm not even going to remember the year, but I think I've said it on our channel. When I went to see The Dark Knight, I walked out and I said, that's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. And to this day, I mean, I'll still say that it's the best superhero movie. I don't think there's, you could do a 1A and 1B, but this is, to me, it's still 1A. I'm catching a vibe off of this movie similar to what I got from that. Do I think it'll surpass it or even be equal to it? No, but even if it's somewhere close, though, I think we're all going to be really happy. And there's nothing to worry me yet, except like Guy said, Pattinson worries me a little bit, but I think he wants to do this the right way. That's the one thing I have to say for him. Can he do it? I don't know, but I know he wants to do it the right way. Not what they tell him in the booth, but what he thinks the fans, the Batman fans, not just somebody that just goes to see a movie, but the Batman fans. I think he's going to do it the right. I know he wants to do it the right way. So
to piggyback that, because where he comes from a big fan based movie that he did that we all know. Okay, and he knows what the fans want and what the fans expect. So I think that's a great point, because you know what? He's got big shoes to fill. Mm-hmm. So you know what? Mm-hmm. I think he does want to do well, and I think he's putting his all into it. You can tell.
Oh yeah, completely agree. Buddy? Completely agree. I really do think he's going to try. He even said it before in interviews and little things that came out while it was in its infancy. And I would say the one thing that I'm most excited about this is that it's not an origin retelling. and it's a younger take on Batman. It's Batman Year One.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff we've gotten is Batman, well established. He's got all his gadgets. He has everything working like a well-oiled machine. And
yeah, I don't think we're going to see this guy jumping off of tall buildings, flying. You know what I'm saying? I think he's learning stuff, and it's going to be cool to see him learning stuff, and maybe see that detective part of him.
Exactly, because the way they're doing this is similar to what DC did with the new DCAU that they have. They decided to start with the Long Halloween because it was supposed to take place early in Batman's career, where he's learning that he needs to be not only a crime fighter, but a detective. And in this one, he doesn't even have the Batmobile yet, technically. He doesn't even have that yet. He's just got a souped up car.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
Honestly, that's what gets me excited for it the most.
Okay.
Personal opinion.
Yeah, I read that as well. That it's like very early on in his crime fighting days, and it's Earth 2 universe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're saying. So,
which I'll definitely take. I'll definitely take that.
Should I go into your next slide, which I'm going to guess, and just say, speaking of Batmobile?
That's what I was going to say. What's up, Beast?
Not quite.
Mike, what's up, buddy?
You jumping around on us. All right.
Oh, all right.
Mike's here.
Yeah, you had a good segue.
Oh, there we go. What up, Mike?
I had a good segue on that, but
I'm going to switch it up to you. The other big boy in the room.
Yeah, well, you just tickled my fancy there, buddy.
Not too hard, I hope. I don't know if I'm going to need one of these after I'm done with that. Hold on a second.
Just enough.
A little cig and a doobie and a cold shower. Let me go first on this one because Guy, I don't want him to pop a vein out of his head, so I'll just go quick.
You go first.
I mean, I think I saw it, right? What was it, like a 30-second trail, a little glimpse of The Rock, basically just burning someone's soul. Yeah, I mean, how could you not like that?
Motherfucker fried someone, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, he made him well done, and everything looked dope. Like everything that I wanted to see in like a preview, I got. Right, I got enough to be like, yep, this is going to be visually appealing at worst, and I get to see The Rock, which I usually enjoy 99% of the time. So I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I need to kind of keep me interested in this project, where I'll now keep tabs on it now that it's like a thing, it gave me a little goosebumps. Guy.
I'm like, look at Copy right now. Look,
tingling them.
Tingling. I'm just see. I'm just
returning you're not tingling me. I'll tell you what you're tingling right now, though.
Oh, geez. Well, yeah, wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time.
She's looking at you.
Yeah, I know. She likes it. Listen,
man, there's like three things that were just going to come out of my mouth that I just didn't say.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to go like this. Can you do me a favor and just highlight me, Copy?
Sure.
I like that guy.
I'm going to highlight this guy real quick.
And then I'm just going to do this. You ready? You ready for it?
Yeah. Go for it.
Yep. There we go.
Oh.
Give him a little tilt.
Oh.
There it is.
There we go.
Look, we're just, and I know you're seeing a lot of glare on stuff. So here, look, there you go. There's one.
Banger.
Mm-hmm.
There's two.
That's a big book, dude.
Look at this thing.
People don't realize the price on that book.
Nah, that's a big book right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big ass book right now.
I could not be more excited for a movie. I've said it. You can take me off the highlight now. So
okay.
I just wanted.
I didn't know if you had anything else.
No, I didn't have anything else. That's all I got. Yeah. No,
that's all you're getting.
I was so excited to see anything about this. When you see someone talk about something, and you know how invested they are in it, just take a second and look at The Rock and what he does. And when he grabs a hold of something, not for nothing, that shit turns to gold. I don't care what it is, okay? He has invested 120 million%. So the fact
Absolutely.
that I don't think he'll allow this movie to be bad. And I bless you. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right in saying it, but I believe, like, obviously all the people that are getting involved in it too, all the pieces that are coming in, we're going to get, I mean, Pierce Brosnan. We got James Bond, bro.
I know.
Okay, you got Pierce
Pierce.
Brosnan,
Oh.
which I have met him before. Such a cool dude.
Hmm.
I'm excited all around for this. You're gonna have Hawkman right in there. You're gonna have
Mhm.
Doctor Fate. You're gonna have who else? Help me out.
All right, so I'm gonna let you guys
Yeah,
talk
please.
about that for a second because I have one thing. Here we go.
What do you
So
got?
you want to know if I'm excited for it?
Yeah,
Oh
please.
boy. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Here we go. All right.
Wow.
I see you.
All right. All
I'm
right.
fucking excited. All right. I've been waiting for a JSA movie,
See.
JSA anything, for so long, and the fact that they're gonna be in this, like in the trailer, I was damn near convinced that the archaeologist, because it was a man and a woman, is Carter and Shiara Hall. I was like, yo, is that their cameo? Could
That's
it
funny.
be? And I wanted to believe it so badly because you don't see them getting roasted. All you see is them kind of getting blown away, and you see some of the side guys getting. One of them, poor guy, fucking takes him, just disintegrates. Just,
It's a pretty cool way to go.
that's a pretty awesome way to go. But like, when it comes to excitement, like, I'm really hoping this movie is good. And just like you said, Guy, anything The Rock does, pretty much he does it well. There's only a couple of things that he's done where I've been kind of like, eh,
And
you know.
I think everybody's on the same page on that, on all the things
Mhm.
that he did. But when you have a guy saying, "I was born to play Black Adam," how much
Yeah.
more invested can you get? I mean, come on.
If he doesn't deliver on this, I mean, oof.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think he's
hang
gonna
it,
wanna
hang it
fail.
up, hang it up. As far as I'm concerned, if you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
deliver
yeah.
on this, because
Oh no,
he's backing this and saying he is changing what I mean, whatever the words he's saying, changing the whole DC universe. Like,
he wants this too. Like
yeah,
ever since that there was an announcement that he was cast, he has been promoting the hell out of this movie because he's a fan. Like, he's not just somebody who's going to do a role that's really cool. He's a genuine fan. And they're going to listen to him because he's done the acting game. Yeah, he was a wrestler, all that stuff, but he's been in the acting game for
dude,
20 years. He's got his experience.
highest paid actor, bro.
Highest paid actor. They are going to listen to him. If he says something, they have to. And just based on that little, even though it was a little bit, it was just the way that it was. It's just like, yo, that's freaking Black Adam right there.
Yep, exactly.
It was enough for me.
I went from
And like
6
Mike
to
said,
midnight.
been working on this since 2008. He's been talking about it. So this is 2008, 13 years. He wants this. And I want it too.
Let's go. 2 for 2.
2 for 2. Let's do, they had a little segment on this, but I don't know if you guys watched it. It came out already, but of course they're going to promote it. We're talking about Injustice.
Did not see this one.
You have not seen it yet.
No.
All right, you haven't seen it yet, Guy, either.
No.
Okay. Well, I have, so I'm not going to ruin it for you.
Okay.
All right. When did that come out?
Last week.
Last week. Okay, and then they did a little panel at Fandom. All right.
Yeah, they touched on it a little bit here and there, because this
I saw a tidbit on someone's Instagram today of Darkseid coming out of the barn and shooting up some shit. Was that part of it, or was that something totally different?
Darkseid is not in Injustice.
Okay.
Darkseid shooting up shit was in the only time Darkseid came out of a barn was the Superman movie that starred Supergirl. That was her introduction into the DCAU. That was years ago.
I saw it on someone's Instagram today, so I thought that may have been it. So
still pretty good though.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm completely biased. But speaking about being biased, how about this guy right here?
I'm a Cena fan. It's so funny because on Saturday we were Jay and I were down at Streetside Anthony. E-Rod was set up down there. A bunch of the guys were down there. Manny NYC, vote for Manny. Comic Community Person of the Year, guys. All right, Manny NYC, make sure you go vote. But we were talking about this. We were talking about John Cena and, Peacemaker, excuse me. And, a couple of the guys were down on him. Some of them were, I was just like, hey, you know what? I think they're like, oh, he's trying to be The Rock, blah, blah, blah. I think he's building, right? I mean, remember where The Rock started and where he is now, totally different. I think Cena, he went on his small roles. He's funny sometimes, like he's a character.
I like him in a comedic role.
I don't know if he could carry a whole movie just yet or a whole series.
Did you see him in what was it, Cock Blockers?
Oh, it was hysterical. He was hysterical.
He was great.
Yeah. It's just, I think he has a specific role and maybe he'll just be typecast and whatever, but I think he could play it though. And so, but the question is, can he play Peacemaker? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be, I don't know if he's ready for that. Let's put it that way. But he is an entertainer, right? He is an entertainer. So don't be surprised if, 2-3 years from now, everybody's like, oh yeah, John Cena. Everybody loves John Cena, So I know they're catching a lot of hate in the chat there. Nobody likes John Cena, but he's entertaining, and I think he's only going to get better.
Oh, we'll definitely see what happens. I mean, me personally, yeah, Cena, he was surprisingly funny in Suicide Squad. That was a very welcome surprise for me.
I think he's a funny dude. That's why.
Yeah, but do I care about Peacemaker? No.
It's got to be a good. This is one of those ones, and I think they tend to sometimes be better because our expectations are so low. Mm-hmm. Where you take a lesser known character and you build, not everybody knows the story, so they kind of just take what they want and then just kind of make up the rest that sounds good. And if they do that right, all of a sudden you have a character that's a household name that never was, right?
Look at Guardians of the Galaxy.
Exactly
that's always,
where I was going.
That's always the platform for that comment, because you can always roll that comment into look at Guardians of the Galaxy. Who was fans of Drax and Quill and Gamora and all these people? No, nobody. You put people in the right roles and look what happens.
Exactly. And you know what? We'll see what happens with Mr. Cena and Peacemaker. But I got one more on the line. We'll switch gears a little bit. This is the Suicide Squad game.
They had a video game.
Yeah, a new video game for Suicide Squad. So we got the trailer last year at Fandom, and we got another one this year. Give us a little bit more information. So, I don't know if you guys play video games or not. I know I don't, but because it's DC related, I gotta have an ear. So,
well, I'm gonna let Matt sit a minute because Matt was always a big gamer. Let's just put it at that.
I'm retired.
He's retired from that a while ago.
His hands are, in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Still can't beat me at FIFA, but it's fine. We'll talk about that later. Every other game he can have and take down whatever he wants. FIFA and Tiger Woods, my two games. Anyway, so we'll talk about this by changing the subject totally. Copy.
Okay.
You did not check out the game with whatever it's called, Dark Knights or whatever.
Oh,
for that game.
What is it?
Midnight Nights. What is it called? Someone help me in the chat, please.
I know what you're talking about.
With Nightwing, with
Gotham Knights. I think Gotham Knights.
Yeah. That's
Fuck this game, bro. You didn't see the trailer for that game?
That one looks like the one.
That game looks redonkulous. I mean, I saw that trailer and I'm like, dude, do I got to buy this fucking game?
Yeah.
Court of Owls, all this shit. I mean, the gameplay that's in it. Gotham Knights. Thanks, Mike. I mean, dude, I saw the gameplay in this and I'm just like, I think I got to buy this game. And I haven't bought a game in so long.
Yeah, Jay's still games. He out of the group.
Yeah.
I haven't played in a few years. So, but I still I still appreciate. I'll look at them and I'll see what looks good. I didn't see the Suicide Squad, but I saw the Gotham Knights, and it looks like that could be something. Suicide Squad, that might be fun, right? I mean, that I want to take a look at that to see. Because there's so much they could do with that in a video game. You know what I mean? Like, that may be a better game than movie. So that one's got a shot,
So the reason why I did not highlight Gotham Knights, a couple reasons.
Oh, okay.
One, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it takes place in the Arkhamverse.
Okay.
Which was, I mean, listen, I don't play video games. Batman, I'm really about Batman in general, but I've watched and I did this with Injustice 2. Not just Injustice, but like Injustice 1 and 2. You know what I mean? I watched the cutscenes because they have YouTube videos of just the cutscenes.
Yeah.
And it's one of those games. You don't have to be a gamer. If you just watch that, it plays like a movie or like a really long or like a 2-part show. Mm-hmm. Considering that this is going to be part of that, because Batman's missing at this point. There's no Batman in this game.
Right.
So, like, because of all of that, to me, it was too big of a no-brainer. Way too big.
So you need to ask us our opinion. That's what you're saying.
It was too big of a no-brainer because I had a feeling that anybody who was even familiar with the Arkham games would be into it.
Which were ridiculous.
Because of everything that happened in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anything that happened in the trailer, I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, this is going to be an easy yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip it.
You're right. Sorry, I got excited about it. But
oh, no. Listen, you get excited over whatever you want there.
Yeah, the Arkham game, that was probably the last story game that I played before I kind of hung it up,
Yeah,
that's a good game. And can I ask you a question, Copy?
Sure.
You left out, why'd you leave out Flash?
Why did I leave out Flash? Because I'm going to be honest.
Time,
Well, not even that. So I know we got Flash and we got his new suit.
You got Shazam too, but we won't talk about Shazam.
And we got all of that.
And Aquaman too, but that's
So I left out Flash because, again, that's kind of a no-brainer too. Because
it's a good point. Yeah.
A lot of people, not even DC fans.
Is it a no-brainer though?
Well, that's what everybody wants to talk about, the last part of it, right?
Everybody's like, oh my God, the Flash gets his outfit because of, him and Grant Gustin. They met each other and
that.
And they had freaking they had a bromance for like 20 seconds about their suits. And now he's got the suit. Like, this is going to be a complete rewrite of all the DC continuity in the movies. People are excited about it. They're excited about getting, what's his name back as Batman. Come on, help me. I know you know who it is. Michael Keaton, yeah.
That's what everybody wants to talk about.
That's what everyone wants to talk about. You didn't get my segue before when I said speaking of Batmobile.
We get that. We got the Batmobile in there. We get the cowl just on the floor. We don't know whether it's his or whether it's Batfleck. We don't know.
Batfleck. Nice.
But that one, again, it's such a no-brainer. Even if you could care less about DC or about Batman, you're going to watch this fucking movie.
Yeah.
You're going to watch it. Everybody's going to talk about it. And everybody's going to have a show. Everybody's going to do that. And they're all going to put their 2 cents. And they're going to be like, oh, this is a really cool thing. And I guarantee you, 8 out of 10 are going to put their freaking stamp of approval on it and be like, yo, I want to see this. So because I'm different, I decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Let's veer a little bit. Let's veer left from the obvious choices.
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I can't wait to see Michael Keaton again.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna, dude. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna go to the theater and fucking, fuck it. I used to work there, so I get my own private showing. So I'll get my own shit. I'll bring the bacon, egg, and cheese.
Just call me. Call me. I'll meet you.
Just call me.
And a fucking breakfast, and I'll get my own shit.
That's fucking Batmobile. When we see that Batmobile again on screen,
oh, My God, dude, that was my Batmobile fucking growing up. That's what
man.
the whole freaking Batman the Animated Series was based off of.
Yeah.
Like it was based off of that. That was the Batmobile. If you were around in the 90s, like early 90s or like 80s, dude, that was your shit right there. And there's no one can say anything differently.
100%.
No one can. No one can. And that's why I decided not to pick on it, because it's too obvious.
Good call.
I like it.
But
what else you got? You got any heater questions for us? What do you got for us before we get out of here?
Oh, I got my thing that I like.
Give us something hard. Give us something. I should have said that.
Whoa.
Give us a hard question.
Hey-o.
Clarify.
You mentioned something hard, and guess who comes by? Hello. Oh, she left
naturally.
now.
Oh, that was even worse. Thank you for taking the spotlight off of me.
So, to round out the show, I like to do this on guests if there's time. We went over, but fuck it. Everybody's got one. And this is a little segment I like to call Unpopular Opinion, because everyone has an unpopular opinion, but guess what? They don't like to say what it is because they're afraid of people, or they don't want to be canceled, or this or that.
Do we really have unpopular opinions?
I feel like all of our opinions are...
I mean, give me a good one. I mean, I know you guys. This is probably like your whole freaking channel is based off of unpopular opinions, but I want a good one. Give me one nice, thick and juicy. You know what I'm saying? Give me something that'll give a chef to do one of these. You know?
Okay. I don't know, man. Unpopular opinion.
I mean, it's a normal thing for me to always say it.
I am
this guy. I'll give you some hard. Wow. Ooh. You got some fans, Maddie. There you go. I'll tell you this much. I'm, as everybody knows, if you watch the channel, I am not a big fan of Peach Momoko. And I love art.
I feel like that's a popular opinion. I'm going to be honest.
Is it a pop? No, I think,
feel like
I
it
think
is
a
kind
lot
of
of
a
people
popular
like
opinion.
her. I think a lot of people like her, though.
In the comic, yeah, but not like the YouTube community. You know, I feel like that's a smaller, tight. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe tell us in the chat.
I think she has a big following. I'm happy to see some of her new stuff, her changing her stuff and everything like that. Taco Bell is overrated. I like that.
All right.
I don't know.
This guy. How do you feel about the new black Catwoman?
I mean, she looked good in DC
Zoe
fandom.
Kravitz?
No.
Yeah. What are we talking
about? New
Catwoman or Batgirl?
Batgirl.
Catwoman.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Zoe Kravitz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, duh.
I don't even say anything about that.
Zoe Kravitz all day.
Doom.
All day.
An unpopular opinion.
Yeah, give me one. Come on. I know you got something up in the...
I'm trying to think of a good one.
I know you got something that you've been holding out.
Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of our unpopular opinions, like then people like hop on the bandwagon. You know, it was like, you know,
and they become popular.
Like being a flipper or a speculator, like that was like a dirty word. You know, I felt like a year ago, and now I feel
everybody's fucking doing it.
I feel like everybody embraced it and just like, hey, as long as you're doing the right thing and you're not hurting anybody, right? You're keeping everything on the up and up, and you're not hurting the community and you're not hurting the hobby. Do your thing, you know. So I feel like a lot of our unpopular stuff became like, hey, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
So
I gotta think of a new one.
So really quick, would you say that it aged well?
Yes. Okay, you could say that. An unpopular opinion. Fuck.
You wanted a hard question, man. That's what I got.
I was looking for something that I already knew the answer to. Come on.
Oh, yeah. That's a real hard question. Let me tell you.
Well, like, you know, something that we don't want to say out loud. You know, I was thinking of something along those lines.
And this is my channel. I actually got to do a 250 sub video, but I don't even have, I'm nowhere near you. You're not going to cancel anybody because my shit ain't going anywhere.
Oh, God. What we're going to say?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Jose, everybody loves Jay. You know that.
Jose Gonzalez, yeah. Unpopular opinion. I don't like Jose. I gotta be honest. I think he wins too much. And fuck his chicken too. Like, you know what? You know what?
Listen,
Everybody likes your chicken. I don't like your chicken.
Listen, I named Susie from the beginning, so you better cut it out, Matt.
You know what, guy? I'll cut. You know what? Don't. I'll make some steak and eggs, number one, and then I'm gonna have some, chicken cordon bleu for dinner. All right.
Oh shit!
And Susie's attending. All right. Don't get me started.
Susie's coming to dinner.
Avengers movie are overrated. That's DP Fitness. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll say right now. All right. Here's kind of an unpopular. Maybe sitting on the fence while I think of a better one. I think everything that Marvel has put out since the pandemic has not been good. Like, not what it should be.
We talked about that.
I got to be honest. I don't think anything has even, it's hard to live up to the hype, but I don't think anything's come close to living up to the hype.
Oh,
I feel like the community, the hobbyists made WandaVision better than what it was, because we just, our minds ran wild with what it could be actually doing. And it was like, yeah, we weren't doing any of that. So I really don't think, it was entertaining. I'll watch some of the stuff again for sure. There was moments that were good, but if I have to just grade the thing overall, it did not live up to expectation. Like, they've set their bar a lot higher than what they are putting out right now. That's what I will say. The MCU, and don't get me started about DC, because they have just the DCEU is just, they got to get their shit together, okay? And it's not because, and I want to see, I think the good DC movies are at the top of the list, you know what I mean? But the ones that suck are just so far down, so they got to get their shit together too, because a lot of they're getting complacent on both ends, and I think they're doing it in comic books too. I feel like they really got lazy and they just started printing anything they could, and Marvel was putting out garbage, for a while, for a lot of for the main titles. DC, thankfully, like, they had some strong titles that kind of kept weekly DC readers happy, but some of the stuff they put out was just, it was tough. It was like Marvel and DC were having a competition on who could write a worse comic for a good stretch of the last year.
You see what happens when you open up that fucking door and you get him talking?
Yeah. So
you asked him for an unpopular opinion. All of a sudden, he went from "I don't have any" to about 17.
Yeah. Hey, come on, though. Am I wrong? Independent comics have just blown the doors off of Marvel and DC right now.
You're 100% right. It's the indie.
They're just blowing the doors off.
Time.
And it looks like they've taken notice, because they've actually, it seems like some of it's starting to slim down, right? DC is just basically putting out Batman comics right now. Like, there's 4 every week, so they're like trying to like hone in on the fan base. But, like I said, some of their stuff has been good. It's getting better. And then Marvel is finally starting to put out a couple good new series, and the existing series, like, I know the Avengers, a lot of people reading the Avengers. I don't read it, but a lot of people are saying to read it. But I think they finally figured it out, because the shit they were putting out 6 months ago, it was not good. It was not good. It was just like, they put Eternals out. It was like, I was so hyped for this. That was one of the worst comic series I've read in a while.
Oh yeah.
But we got Moon Knight now. New series. We got Moon Knight, to Kang, just to name a quick 2. Okay. All right. Let's see more of that, All
right.
Let's see more of that. So I think they got to step their game up. Maybe it's popular, maybe it's unpopular, but we haven't really talked about it.
Let me tell you, Matt is banking on fucking Moon Knight. Matt has all talk about a poker face, like non-poker face. Fucking Matt is all in on Moon Knight.
If I'm
wrong,
let me tell
you, if this sucks, I think he just may shut down the whole channel.
It might be over. Right? It's going to be Eternals, right? How long have I been talking about Eternals?
Oh my god,
Eternals! I keep telling everybody, like, guys, we're going to get mutants or Atlantis or
I
both.
heard this the other day.
So if I'm wrong about that one, dude, I'll own it. You know what I mean? But
Matt's got two.
You guys right.
Two that are gonna fucking sink his fucking battleship.
I'm all in on Eternals. Like, my reputation is on the line for Eternals and Moon Knight. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you heard it here first, fellas and ladies. on the replay or watching in the chat. We got two. We got Matt to unload all the garbage that he's been holding on for the past like month and a half.
Nice.
So, and we got Guy with a pretty, with a pretty solid unpopular opinion that's becoming kind of, tipping the scales.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. But on that note, everybody, we're gonna say goodbye for the evening. You know where to find these guys. Pressable Defects YouTube channel. I'm going to put it in the description of the video, just in case you're under a rock and you don't know where these guys are. And as for me, I would say stay tuned, because I will have a mystery box coming out later this month. I have given little bits and pieces on certain shows, but you'll see more info on that. And I will see all of you sometimes at Baltimore.
Oh, we're going to Baltimore? Nice.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. That's it.
Oh,
Enjoy.
have fun, man.
But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll be chilling with the herd for quite some time, which is what I'm going to be doing after I get off of this. But any closing thoughts, gentlemen?
Appreciate it, man. We had a blast. Thanks for having us on. If you're over here from PD and you don't know Copy, make sure you give him a sub. And yeah, it's just, I like doing these. I appreciate, sorry that it took a while to get us on. We were, schedules have been a little hectic.
That's fine.
So glad we made it tonight. Two of us. Jay will be here, I'm sure, another week. And yeah, Monday, like Guy said earlier, Mondays and Thursdays, every other Wednesday, come hang with us. We have a blast.
Always. And on that note, everybody, what I'm going to do is, and I tried this last week and I think it did pretty well. We're going to end it the same way we came in.
Oh, boy.
Peace.
Me?
You down with CGC?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with CGC?
Every last defectee. Like 3 fucking more.